How do you evaluate this year's European Railway Awards?
Yeah, it was a very enthusiastic and positive event today in the evening, and the Ukrainian railways really deserved the Railway Award because they are so much heroes and very much feel with them because it's so important. They stand for democracy, for free speech, and are really standing up against the Russian aggressor. And we stand with Ukraine with help and solidarity, and that was a message we gave to the Ukrainian people and our colleagues of Ukrainian railway workers, and that was a very touching, very moving moment.
If you had to look back briefly at 2022, what year was it for the railways?
No, again, it was a challenging year. I guess it's fair to say that at least the Corona crisis, who has hit us hard in terms of revenue and top line, is now more or less over. Demand is coming back. People want to travel by train. Companies want to shift their goods on rail, which is positive because of the climate issue, which is giving us a lot of tailwind, so to say. But after the Ukrainian war, there is a multiple way of additional crisis, energy prices really heating up, inflation coming high, and all the European railways stand up to their challenge and try to contribute to society in terms of mobility of the people, CO2-free logistics chains, and that's pretty much what we are doing. We try to contribute to the most pressing problems of society, not only in our member states, but in Europe and worldwide. And that's a good feeling that we can contribute to what is lying ahead of us in terms of challenges.
On the other hand, what are the challenges for the 2023?
Now, 2023 and the coming years, probably, because if you're in the railway industry, you always need to think strategic, sustainable, and long-term. And it was discussed in the evening as well. At the end of the day, it's about we need to build on the infrastructure. We need to drive the digitalization because it's all about capacity, and that's pretty much the challenge all over the place in Europe, having more integration of different member states and countries, having more integration, especially of different transport modes, because we can't solve the problems on our own, because we need to have a better intermodality between different transport modes. And it's about digitalization, fair to say, in the infrastructure, in the operations, and of course in the interface to the customer.
And about digitalization will be also my last question, which is connected with DAC. What do you think about this great project for railway freight sector, and what do you think about the funding?
Yeah, I mean, the digital automatic coupling is a game changer for the rail freight, urgently needed out of different perspectives. It very much contributes to the competitiveness of the rail freight business compared to other transport modes. It tackles, in a way, the attractiveness of the jobs we are talking about, of the demographic change. And going forward, we need to solve the financing problem. It's a common issue of European level, member state level, and of course the railway undertakings. But at the end of the day, I never wasn't so positive that we can really fix that issue if we all focus on the right things that need to be decided in the coming months and years. And the European level is, for the very first time, clear that they need to contribute. And this is a very positive message for the rail freight industry especially, which need to be done on a European scale, because otherwise it doesn't make too much sense. It must be a European level and it must be a European solution.